just go dark and scam people. But as a person who hasn't been a victim of this, it's quite amusing.
I said that I'll fight in 10-ounce gloves. It was essentially a pro fight. Mad. But
Floyd Mayweather, you are a very insecure, unconfident, very tiny little man.
Joe Rogan recently exposed a list of celebrities who were scammed by Floyd Mayweather, claiming that Mayweather acted without restraint, exploiting people through fraudulent investments and shady business deals.
Was privy to confidential information that was crucial to him pulling off his long con. Also, he knew shit about banking.
Floyd Mayweather scammed not only celebrities but also millions of his own fans. He promoted a cryptocurrency, hyping it up as a guaranteed way to make money together, but in reality, he never even invested in it himself. Instead, he used his influence to convince fans to pour in their money while he walked away untouched. Many ended up losing their savings, feeling betrayed by someone they once admired. Furious fans are now calling him Scamweather, seeing this as yet another example of Floyd doing whatever serves his own interests, regardless of who gets hurt.
Imagine listening to Floyd Mayweather, a man who can't even read, for investing advice. That's exactly what happened last year when he was paid to promote the absolute Ponzi scheme token Ethereum Max, along with other celebrities like Kim Kardashian, Antonio Brown, and Paul Pierce. The coin shortly fell 97% right after the launch, leaving millions of fans and investors bankrupt. So to see what coins you should be actually buying, be sure to follow me. But like I was saying,
bad mistakes. I didn't want to hustle drugs. All I wanted to do was become a champion someday and have something.
Yes, we know, Floyd. You hustled Ethereum Max into people's wallets and then straight out. You weren't promoting financial freedom. You were speedrunning a rug pull. Don't believe everything you see online with these celebrities. They'll even sell their soul for a couple of bucks. They don't care if you go broke. They are already rich. You know what? We should call you Scamweather, not Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather, famously known as Money Mayweather for flaunting his massive wealth, has now been shockingly exposed as a scammer. Despite his billionaire status, he's been accused of deceiving both fans and celebrities for personal gain. The hypocrisy is hard to ignore. How can someone who constantly boasts about making money resort to such dishonest tactics to take it from others? It's baffling to see someone with so much financial success still engage in shady schemes that ultimately tarnish his credibility and legacy.
I am just flabbergasted that the highest paid boxer, one of the most famous people on the planet, Floyd Mayweather, has managed to become a repeat offender as a scam artist.
NFT world, guess what?
Guess what?
And of course, I'm the money man. But guess what?
Sure are.
We're not done yet.
We aren't?
They told me
There's more scamming to be done.
And it's not over.
Oh my God.
Autograph gloves.
Oh my God, that's incredible. 2,000 people that invest in his NFT project get a chance to win autographed gloves. It's crazy. But you might be asking, did he actually follow through on his promises and deliver these gloves? Of course he f***ing did.
Money May, you all know the rest.
Money May, you all know the rest. You just got scammed again.
In a recent clip, Floyd Mayweather claimed that every time he promotes something or earns more money, people are quick to label him as broke. This defensive response reveals his insecurity and the increasing public doubt surrounding his ventures. Rather than confronting the serious scam allegations against him, Floyd tries to shift the narrative, painting himself as a victim of unfair criticism. It's a classic distraction tactic, spotlighting his success while sidestepping the shady practices that have fueled the controversy.
Warren Buffett, that's in his 80s or 90s, that can still make a ton of money. The Waltons that own Walmart. Bill Gates can still make computers. But soon as someone black, when my career is over as far as me in a combat sport, as far as boxing, whatever, if I'm promoting on social media or I'm doing exhibitions, it's like, oh man, he's broke. No, it's not a crime for them to make money. They don't say nothing about the guys that's 80 and 90 that's still making hundreds of millions and billions, but soon as somebody black does it, your people, your own people, say, oh, he's broke.
Floyd Mayweather's reputation took another blow when Jake Paul revealed that Floyd still hasn't paid Logan Paul for their fight, despite promises of a multi-million-dollar payout. Jake even went as far as to claim that Floyd is actually broke, suggesting that's the real reason the payment hasn't been made. For someone who constantly flaunts his wealth, failing to honor financial commitments speaks volumes. It raises serious doubts about whether Floyd's image of wealth is genuine or just smoke and mirrors.
Jake, true or false and why, did Floyd Mayweather fully pay up Logan Paul for their fight?
I'm not God, but my spidey senses tell me nah.
I can guarantee me and Logan Paul, we can go out and make $100 million or more.
And so you think he didn't pay up just because he hasn't got the money?
I think he probably spent it on all the girls he pays to be around him.
Logan Paul reached out to us and said that he wanted to do another exhibition. Now, this is the same guy that said he didn't get paid. If he did get paid, he wouldn't be trying to get another payday.
He had the audacity to tell the media that I asked for a rematch. Let me just set the record straight. If I haven't been paid for the first one, why would I ask you for a second fight knowing I'm probably also not going to get paid the money that I was owed for my work? Second off, they asked us for a rematch.
Floyd is broke, man. I've been saying it the whole entire time.
Even close friendships weren't spared from Floyd Mayweather's financial schemes. Rapper 50 Cent revealed that he stood by Floyd during his jail time, managing his promotions and offering support, only to be left unpaid for the millions he was owed. Instead of settling the debt and preserving the friendship, Floyd chose to end things in conflict. This situation highlights that Floyd's loyalty seems to revolve around money, and when it comes to paying people back, even strong personal bonds mean nothing.
This rapper handed Floyd Mayweather the only L of his career. When you Google Floyd, you'll see he's the proud owner of a flawless record, 50 wins and 0 losses. But this record is objectively false. Money May is actually 50-1. The man who gleefully boasts victory over Floyd is 50 Cent. For most of the 2000s, they were friends. Then in 2012, after Floyd got out of prison, 50 claimed Floyd owed money. Fast forward to 2014, and Floyd threw shade at 50 during an interview. 50 responded by issuing one of the most outrageous troll jobs in internet history.
If you can read one full page of a Harry Potter book, nigga, I'll give $750,000 to whatever charitable organization you want to.
50 quickly followed up to announce Jimmy Kimmel would televise Floyd attempting to read. Even more offensively, 50 downgraded the challenge from Harry Potter to Cat in the Hat. He's even announced his intent to get in the ring with him. Floyd refused to take the challenge, which to me is basically an admission he can't read. Until Floyd either knocks him out or proves he can read at a 3rd grade level, my scorecard reads 50-1. I'm Fred Michael Smith, and that's my take.
Floyd Mayweather admits that people hate him for flaunting his billions and constantly bragging about his wealth. But what he fails to see is that the anger isn't about his success, it's about how he uses that success to manipulate, insult, and scam others. When someone leverages their status to exploit people, backlash is bound to follow. It's not the money that draws the hate, it's the arrogance and the way he wields it.
Takedowns, submissions, kicks, all that jazz. But he's choosing to fight Floyd in a boxing fight just for money, just like Conor McGregor did. It's really a trick. He gets these people to box with him. They have no business boxing with him, and he's making millions and millions of dollars doing this way after his competitive career is over. One of the reasons why people watch him fight is not because he's like Mike Tyson, just goes out and destroys people. They like watching him fight because they hate him. Because he talks so much shit, and he's like, look at my $1 million watch, look at my fucking jet, look at my house, look at this. He's like constantly showing you all these things that he has. Like he'll lay out watches in a hotel bed, like this is $1 million worth of watches. This watch goes for $2 million. And they're like, this is my small watch that I take sometimes, but I want to show you, when I show up, I bring out the big boy, and it brings out this watch that's covered in diamonds. It's like fucking $5 million. And so you hate him. People hate him.
He creates envy.
Yes.
Tank Davis, once a rising star under Floyd Mayweather's promotional banner, spoke out after parting ways with him. Davis made it clear he wasn't treated properly, suggesting that Floyd was more focused on control and profit than on supporting his fighters. His comments added credibility to growing concerns that Mayweather's platform isn't about uplifting talent, but rather about exploiting it for personal gain.
So we got more boxing news allegations that Floyd Money Mayweather has gone broke. Now personally, I don't believe it, but you got Tank making posts, you got other people from Saudi Arabia making posts, so y'all let me know in the comments if y'all really believe this or if they just making these stories up.
Floyd Mayweather is super rich, that he's super balling, and that he's rich beyond belief and all of this stuff, but you guys can't believe the hype, yo. I just got tipped off by one of my homies in Saudi. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I have a very good relationship with a lot of the princes in Saudi. Are my homies. You know, I've known them for over 15 years. Listen, man, Floyd Mayweather owes a lot of people in the Middle East a lot of money.
Tank didn't hold back. He revealed that Floyd failed to pay him fairly for his fights, despite the huge revenue he brought in and his status as a rising star. According to Tank, he never received the financial compensation he rightfully earned.
Floyd outdoing him. He always been like that. I gotta focus on what I'm focused on. He already did what he had to do, bro.
For sure.
I ain't gonna lie. Me, if I did what I like what he did in the sport, I ain't gonna lie, I'd be the same way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't follow him for like stand to himself and things like that. But it's also a part of me type thing like come back and help too. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's much love to the whole Mayweather promotion. You know what I mean? Ain't no bad blood type shit. And a lot of people think like when I be tweeting on,
and I just have better manager, agent.
Deji has secured the bag. After YouTuber Deji's recent boxing match against professional boxer Floyd Mayweather, Deji appeared on the What's Good podcast. YouTuber Mini Minter had a burning question to ask. This comes after fellow YouTuber Logan Paul fought Mayweather back in 2021 and was left unpaid.
I have to ask, just because of the Logan fight, I'm not asking how much. Did you get paid at least some of it up front?
Yes.
Okay. Because obviously Logan, when he fought, he keeps talking about how he still doesn't get anything.
Yeah.
And now you have fought him.
Yeah.
And you've got some of it at least.
The exhibition fight between Floyd Mayweather and Deji drew heavy criticism, with many fans feeling Deji was scammed just like Logan Paul before him. Floyd's pattern appears clear: promise exposure, hype up the event, cash in, and leave others underpaid. This has sparked widespread frustration, as more people call out his ongoing exploitation of younger, less experienced fighters.
Yo, is it me or did Deji just get scammed in Dubai? Deji just got scammed. The fight wasn't even... The fight got called off because he was guarding. I don't understand. And Floyd was basically taking the piss the entire time, fighting the kid. Bro, what was that? And then he changed the gloves from 14 to 10. Didn't want Jake Paul to sit right. Man, you crazy as hell. Refund everybody.
Deji spoke out after the fight, accusing Floyd of being jealous and disrespectful. He claimed that Floyd was bitter seeing fans cheer for him and refused to pay the agreed-upon amount after the fight. For someone so fixated on being the highest earner, Floyd clearly has no problem denying others their fair share when it benefits him.
In my contract, we were meant to fight 14-ounce gloves, alright? 14-ounce gloves. It's been in my contract from the beginning and to the end. Well, kind of the end. But then, last minute, they're like, Floyd wants to fight in 10-ounce gloves. Eventually, I conceded. I said that I'll fight in 10-ounce gloves. It was essentially a pro fight. Mad. But you need to understand, I had a massive adrenaline dump. I was warming up and everything. Warming up with my 14-ounce gloves, whatever, this, that, blah, blah, blah. And then I get the news, 10-ounce gloves. And then there's literally an hour and a half of nothing going on. He also told me that when you get into the clinch, just tell Floyd, like, relax a little bit. And he'll relax in the power. No, trust me, he was hitting me hard. Remember, I clinched him and I'm like, bruh, relax. And you know what he said to me? Shut up! I'm Floyd Mayweather. I do what I want.
The fight against Oscar De La Hoya remains another controversial moment in Floyd Mayweather's career. Many fans and experts believe Oscar actually won, but the judges awarded the victory to Floyd. This sparked accusations that Floyd used influence in politics to secure the win, further fueling the narrative that he manipulates situations for personal gain, especially when talent alone isn't enough to guarantee success.
I laid out the blueprint. Yes, they gave him the decision, they gave him the fight. He beat me, but the blueprint is right there. Just look at it. I took it out of the vault and I handed it over to Canelo Alvarez.
Like Floyd Mayweather says, everybody has their time. And this is Saul Canelo's time, right now.
Fuck Oscar De La Hoya, I kicked his ass. And everybody that Oscar De La Hoya gave the blueprint to, I kicked their ass too. Fuck Oscar De La Hoya. How you gonna have a blueprint on how to beat me and you didn't beat me? I don't give two flying fucks about him. He's nice shit to me.
All men who enter the ring will inevitably leave.
As a fighter, you know, deep down inside, you know if you win or you lose. Did you know?
I felt that I won. I felt that it can go either way, especially when Mayweather's father came straight at me and he goes, Oscar, you beat my son.
Wait, he told you right after the fight?
Oh, yeah. And a funny story about that, too. We had a rematch clause in our contract. This is something I negotiated as well. If he beats me, I get a rematch. It was a 1 year clause. Guess what he did? He retired for 1 year and 1 day.
Are you joking?
No. True story. Nobody knows this, but it's in the contract.
What? So how often did you guys try to get another thing going? It was always no, not interested. No, not interested.
Yeah, not interested, not interested. I'm retiring. I'm out of the sport. But sure enough, a day after that contract was over, he announces his unretirement.
Floyd's jealousy isn't just reserved for the boxers he's faced in the ring. He's also shown envy toward Deontay Wilder. Wilder has earned praise for his knockout power and dynamic fighting style, attributes Floyd never possessed. While Floyd built his brand on trash talk and flaunting his wealth, rather than raw power or thrilling performances, it's clear he struggles to see someone else step into the spotlight he so desperately craves.
I'm about to see you run around the ring, slap it, a slap here, a slap there, slap a little bit there, slap a little bit there, let me move around. Don't see the champ. Boxes. And when that right hand of Thanos come down with all them infinity stones and put people on Dream Street, it's nighttime. He goes viral. Deontay Wilder gives viral knockouts. You don't go viral. Not for no knockouts, you don't. You definitely don't go viral for that. So I don't know what the hell you thought this was. Somebody really finna rock with you would think like, oh, well, yeah, man, you know. Oh, yeah, Floyd coming back. No, we don't give him 2 left shoes in quicksand, Floyd. Your time has come and gone. You robbed the bank, plenty of times. More power to you.
Shane Mosley, another respected figure in boxing, praised Oscar de la Hoya, calling him the best during Floyd's prime. This kind of praise is something Floyd can't seem to accept, and it clearly bothers him. The fact that legends like Mosley choose Oscar over Floyd only amplifies his insecurities and fuels his bitterness toward other stars.
I think if you take, we know guys are different ages, if you take Oscar, Manny, and Floyd all at their best.
Yeah, I think Oscar would have been the top one.
Really?
Yeah.
Better
Oscar.
and obviously Floyd likes to call himself the best ever.
Nah.
So Oscar, you'd say, out of everyone you've ever fought, so many professional fights, so many great fighters.
The reason why I say that for me in my era of Oscar is because we kind of grew up together and I knew where he came from, I knew how hard he worked.
Right.
And I've been in the room with him so many different times.
Yeah.
And every time I was in the ring with him, sparring or not sparring, it was very tough.
It was a war, yeah.
It was a war, it was tough. And he always made it tough because he really...
Floyd's scams go beyond boxing. He also promoted NFT projects that turned out to be complete failures or rug pulls. Fans who invested, believing they'd profit from Floyd's name, ended up losing their money. He hyped these ventures with no real foundation, using his celebrity status to lure people in, only to vanish when things went south.
You won't believe this. Floyd Mayweather is back in the NFT space to launch his metaverse called Mayweverse. There will be 5,000 NFTs with different utility, rarity levels, and rewards. But this NFT project is after a series of NFT and crypto scams he's started and promoted throughout the years. Some abandoned projects are Centra ICO, Ethereum Max, Floyd NFT, Bored Bunny, scamming his supporters for over more than $5 million. What do you think? Follow for more NFT news.
Even Joe Rogan has spoken out, criticizing NFT projects as shady and unreliable. With Floyd involved in several of these ventures, it only strengthens the argument that he's using his fame to create hype and walk away with the money. Rogan's comments highlight how major media figures are catching on to Floyd's tactics. Floyd's obsession with being recognized as the greatest athlete of all time reveals a deep insecurity. Even after retiring, he still craves the spotlight and can't stand seeing others, like Deontay Wilder, receive praise, especially when it's earned through real skill and impressive performances. His jealousy is clear in his words, actions, and bitterness toward anyone who threatens his legacy.
Really disgusting. Floyd Mayweather, you are a very insecure, unconfident, very tiny little man. I'm coming out of retirement in 2020. So? Nobody gives a fuck. We rock with Deontay Wilder. The little booger-nosed man era is over with. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. The only reason why you were doing those numbers on pay-per-view because, guess what? The Klitschko brothers had the most god-awfulest, boringest, hellacious reign in the heavyweight division, where the heavyweights were basically non-existent. They were all over there in Europe, and nobody gave a fuck about it. It's the only reason why, Floyd, that you was doing all these pay-per-view numbers, because trust me, had the champ been on the scene then, which is Deontay Wilder, trust me, you won numbers, but not the way you would have done, not what you did though. That's being honest, okay? Because guess what? All that shoe tapping and buck dancing and boot licking and butter biscuit eating that you do, we weren't going for. You are jealous of Deontay Wilder. You are envious of Deontay Wilder because you wish you were as big as him. You wish you had the power he had with the skill that you had, but you don't. You're a pillow-fisted, boot-licking crybaby who's an attention whore. We don't give a damn about. You no longer get support, so you tell us something. Let's see who's the biggest star. Floyd, we don't fuck with you like that. You done. Oh, I'm with Gucci. I'm with Gucci. How about you get a book and read, you stupid hoe? How about you do that? You illiterate retard. How about you do that? Can you even spell?
That's all for today's video. Stay tuned for the next one.